lads, and welcome to a new chapter of It's a Mod World. Today I'm checking another mod by Reb.ellion. If you don't know, because I didn't know myself and I only learned about it because he contacted me, the Rely on Robin mod was made by Reb.ellion, and he's done a couple of other mods. And this year, the Deux Chevaux, the Citroën, is another of the mods that he's done, and we're gonna take it for a spin through Montreal in a 1988 GP configuration, because this is not exactly a new car. This is a car from the era when cars still had personality. Whoops, understeer. Very sluggish. Quite stable, if you know how to take it. Let me check. Yeah, the original car felt a little bit like that. It's not a stable car, but if you know where not to exaggerate it, then it's stable. Deux chevaux, by the way, means 2 horsepower, and in spite of the name, on its start in 1948, the car already had 9 smashing HP. 9. You can go quite heavy on the brakes here. Ooh, and I have to brake much sooner. If you start soon enough with the braking and then you trail brake, I think that's a better strategy for braking with this car. It was produced between 1948 and 1990, so you can imagine that after such a long time this car has become a part of French and European culture. With a standard suspension, the Deux Chevaux was all over the place. The weight transfer was everywhere. I gotta say, I've driven this car in real life, and at 80 it was already coughing and puffing. Getting it to higher than 80 is already a feat. I even sat in a Deux Chevaux that was specially changed for autocross. Not rallycross, autocross. And it was quite cheap, so a lot of students and people who couldn't afford other cars drove a Deux Chevaux, and it was good enough to bring you from one place to the other. It was designed from the get-go to be a car that was easily serviceable, that could be repaired by anyone and everyone. I've changed the brakes in one of these Citroëns, and it was easy enough that even I was able to do it. On the second gear at the beginning, it's as if it would have 2 motors. That doesn't sound right. I'll let you listen. Now listen attentively. Did you hear that? As if it would have 2 motors? The Deux Chevaux that I know did sound differently, but of course this is a race car. I wouldn't be surprised if the motor sounds differently, because I suppose it's not the standard motor. Another funny detail, at the beginning the car did not have an ignition lock, and neither did it have lockable doors. Those came in 1951. It wasn't until 1960 that the Deux Chevaux got turn signals, and it wasn't until 1970 that the car got rear lights. A long pause between gears. One thing you have to think about all the time is how long it takes this car to go from a lower to a higher gear. See how it goes down, then it takes again the speed. But you shouldn't play too much with the gears, because you lose time You have to think very well about how you play with the gears in this car. Whoa! Careful with the curbs, because this car reacts very sensible to those. Aha. Okay, so now the force feedback is talking better to me, or I suppose I've grown more sensible to the way this car communicates through the force feedback. It's a front-driven car, by the way. Although this I don't notice from the mod. Yeah, this car clearly reacts like a front-wheel drive. You don't feel it that much on the force feedback, although that is talking to me. But in the way that it goes into curve or doesn't. Whoa, 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 I lost control.
Yellow flag.
Yeah. Okay. Race. It's almost like a race in slow-mo. And don't laugh when you're seeing this racing car here, because in the 70s, of course, paid by Citroën marketing, there were many rallies, many endurance rallies done, like Paris to Persepolis or Paris to Kabul. 16,500 kilometers to Afghanistan and back with this car. So there's that. Oh yeah, and in 1981 in For Your Eyes Only, a Deux Chevaux was even the James Bond car. While this is not the Deux Chevaux of yesteryear, this mod feels very much the way I suppose a racing Deux Chevaux would feel. I'm not quite sure, my internal jury is still out about the force feedback, but all in all, it's fun if you wanna feel the power and racing intensity. Go and choose a Formula 1 mod, but still this here is a fun mod. It's got a great feeling, I can recommend it. Maybe even take a dirt track because of the suspension, it should be interesting. Have lots of fun with this mod, I'm pretty sure you will. And thanks Reb.ellion, A, for contacting me, and B, for this mod. That would be all for today. If you enjoyed this video, please be so kind and applaud by leaving a like. If you don't want to miss any of our videos, and we're publishing at least 2 videos a week, click on subscribe and don't forget to click on the bell. And until then, safe fuel, take pickup, and we'll see each other on the podium. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Visit romrom.net to connect to fellow sim racers and sim racing fans.